So now, for some examples of our trig identities, let's just call this trig identities examples. And I'll probably do, I don't know, 5 to 10 of these. I don't know exactly how many I'll do. But the first one, let's just go to our assignments here. Sine theta, I guess we'll call it an example. Sine theta, cos theta, secant theta, cosecant theta. And we use a triple equal here because it's not always equal, you know, so we'll stick with that. And we always, well, not always, but sometimes we'll just end up leaving one side alone completely. But the way I like to do it is I like to change all the stuff that isn't sine and cos, like this and this, the secant and the cosecant, into sine and cos. So when I write this down, now I'm going to leave the right-hand side alone, and I'm going to actually carry it down like so and call it the right-hand side. So on the left-hand side, though, when I do this, I get sine theta, cos theta. I leave that alone because it's already sine cos, obviously. Secant theta, well, we know that's from our identity, 1 over cos theta. And then times, we know cosecant from our identities is 1 over sine theta. Well, if we use our multiplication of fractions, because 1, 1, right? And we multiply straight across. When we multiply fractions, we get sine theta cos theta on top over cos theta sine theta, or sine theta cos theta, doesn't matter, equal to the right-hand side. Well, sine theta and cos theta, 1. Cos theta over cos theta is 1, so 1 times 1 we know is 1. So the left-hand side, being 1, is equal to the right-hand side. Done. So we've proven it. Okay? So there's the first one. And now when I hit this button, it'll switch to the next page. Right? So now I can... I'm still recording, yeah. So when we go to do the second example, right? Now, let's get into something a little bit better here. Let's go with, I don't know, we'll start here. Cotangent of theta plus tan theta. And we'll do the triple equal here. Cotan theta times secant squared of theta. And I like not to have the examples all worked out, because then as I'm going, they can hear the thinking process or the thought processes. So if I make a mistake, great, because then they can see, oh yeah, okay, that's, you know, talk it out. So again, I'm going to change everything to sine and cos. That's a number 1 rule. And not always, like there'll be certain questions that we come up to that it's a little trick. Oh, it'll be easier if we don't, sort of thing. So when I do the cotangent of theta, that's cos theta over sine theta. And we use that first bit of notes that we created to remember these at the start. And eventually we just know, well, sorry, not times, but plus sine theta over cos theta. And then the triple equal. Cotan again is cos theta over sine theta times secant theta is 1 over cos. So this is 1 over cos squared theta. Alright? Same idea, just it's squared. So we got to pick a side now. I'm going to go with the left-hand side, and I see I'm adding fractions. And if you're in my class, we add and subtract fractions with what we call bottom of the house. Now, again, there's going to be certain questions that they don't do bottom of the house because it's a little bit easier. But this one doesn't have a common denominator. So if I go with bottom of the house, what I call bottom of the house, so I get cos squared theta plus sine squared theta over sine cos. Sine theta, cos theta. Done. So we didn't even have to think about a common denominator there. We just did it. Okay? Is equal to the right-hand side. Now I'm not gonna. I'll come back to that after. But up here, here's where we start to see trig identities. Important. If we look at our basic trig identities, cos squared plus sine squared, or sine squared plus cos squared, is equal to 1 over, and we'll leave the sine theta cos theta alone. That, to me, is as far worked out as it can go. So now, I'm going to switch back over And if I bring this down, really, the cos theta over sine theta cos squared theta. This cos theta up top, and one of these cos squareds breaks down to be a 1 there. So now you can see that this side here, 1 over sine theta cos theta, is going to be equivalent to 1 over sine theta cos theta without really doing anything. So we got the left-hand side is going to be equal or equivalent to the right-hand side. Done. Yeah. It just works out. So now I'll stop that one because 2 examples is lots for now.